Observations in a world that has gone out of step. 3 refugees in a plastic nutshell on their way to England. It is a picture between despair and hope. And a symbol of the failure of European migration policy.
If you look, they're using shovels as the paddles. That's it. They have no life jackets.
Since the beginning of the year, more than 5,000 migrants have made it from France to England. The English Channel has thus become a promising refugee route. After all, it is only 35 kilometers from coast to coast.
5 o'clock, Dover Harbor. Skipper Matt Coker and his crew member Tony usually go out for sport fishing. But in the meantime, they have become lifesavers.
Permission for Western, please.
Yeah, you're clear to the wind from Western.
Oversea, thank you.
Stormy Kirsten has just moved across the Atlantic. Best conditions for refugees.
Wouldn't be surprised if you see, at least one or, if not more, migrant boats crossing the channel today because it's calm.
2 years ago, the first rubber dinghy crossed his path with migrants. Since then, both parties have met almost daily on the busy shipping route.
They're leaving at night, I think, because obviously they don't want to be seen leaving the beaches in France. And they want to get that first couple of miles away from shore before it becomes daylight. So they seem to be leaving at sort of 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And then they get to the shipping lanes, and we've got 2 of the busiest shipping lanes going up and down.
Shortly before sunrise, the first boat is sighted. A tiny barge, more than 20 kilometers off the French coast.
Just to let you know, I'm alongside a small migrant vessel. It's got 3 people on board.
It's a miracle those 3 men got this far.
Where are you from?
With shovels instead of paddles.
Just look at the size of the craft, the boat they're on. Look. And we're on this. We're only a small British boat, really. This is it.
A sight that leaves even a seasoned sailor stunned.
Yes, they've got about 2 inches of freeboard in a hard fiberglass dinghy, so if a wave goes over it, it'll sink. But so I'll probably better stay with this. But I will look out for that one then, yeah, because that might be another one. So to the west of the lightship, I've just told the Coast Guard that there's another dinghy further down to the west, and he said, sort of, could you keep a visual on both of them?
They may only take refugees on board in emergency situations, i.e. when the boat sinks. Everything seems to be in order with the next candidates.
Obviously that migrant boat there is making its way to England. There's a lot of persons on board. Fortunately, they all have life jackets on. So we just go over, have a look at them, check them out, make sure everybody's okay and safe.
The English Channel, the new Mediterranean. More than 5,000 migrants have already made the crossing this year.
After a few hours at sea, the 3rd refugee boat appears. This time there are 9 Afghans, maneuverable between France and England.
Are you okay? Is it broken down? Well, it's not working. The motor's broken, is it? It's not working. Do you want me to call the... Sorry? Have you called the Coast Guard?
Yeah.
And they know they're coming?
No, they don't coming around 1 hour 30.
Pulled up.
It smells a lot of petrol, is it?
Have you flooded the engine?
Petrol.
Too much petrol in that engine. You can smell it.
When did you start this morning?
I think at 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock.
And how much did you pay for this?
I don't know the all of myself to 2,500 euro. Pound.
So with this boat the tugboat has earned about 22,000 euros. But now nothing works anymore. And so the Afghans try to get on board with Matt.
We're not allowed to tow you or anything to the UK because the border force. Yeah, I would do, but I'm not allowed. We're not allowed to take you on board or anything. But we can stay with you. I know. Yeah, I know.
We can't. We're not allowed.
They get me in trouble.
Find, report, guard. That's all he can do. He'll be guilty of smuggling it in.
The lifeboat's coming now. So just sit tight now. Sit tight.
Today there were 319 refugees taken in by the Coast Guard.